Good evening and a very warm welcome indeed. Just getting comfortable here because I've got an almighty message to pass on to you for 4 horses running on Wednesday, and they're big ones as well. 12 to 1, 14 to 1, 20 to 1 and 9 to 1 at the time of broadcasting. That's right, 9, 12s, 14s and 2-0 blind 20 to 1. All those bets are coming along in the next few minutes on this video cast tonight. This is Peter Sandwich with you live on a Tuesday evening, and it's a great pleasure to be with you looking ahead to Wednesday's racing. And that, of course, is already January the 4th. Quite amazing, isn't it? How time flies. And we've started this year in scintillating style as we ended last year. And onwards we march with profit figures and record-breaking call stats and record-breaking winnings off the bookmakers to boot. And hardly a day goes by without big winners, that's for sure. Well, all my bets tonight are running at Wolverhampton, and as yet none of them have ran, so no idea what's going to be happening. I've got a good idea that they're going to run very exciting and big races, that's for sure. But then again, don't they always? Banging form, winner after winner after winner, as you well know. And I'm looking forward to marking your card big time on Wednesday. So I've got these 4 bets, 9 to 1, 12 to 1, 14 and 2-0 blind 20 to 1. Now, although there was a snowball bet today and it doesn't run till later, I do have an absolute double header at Kempton tomorrow night that are both snowball bets, and if they both come up, it's about 50 to 1 to your money. And as you well know, yesterday I had a Monday Madness, a Madness Monday, and I landed a 50 to 1 double, 2 bets, 2 winners, and job done. A 50 to 1 double. Joshua won the final race of the day, and the first horse of the day won at 6 to 1 into 9 to 2, which made 2 singles and a big double at 50 to 1. Now, this could well emulate that. I do certainly think they've got outstanding chances, else they wouldn't be snowball bets, and you know how strong my snowballs are, no question about that. Winner after winner after winner, 14 to 1, 16 to 1, 7 to 2. Tonight's hasn't run yet, and these 2 haven't run because they run on Wednesday night, and they are both at Kempton Park. They're around about 6 or 7 to 1 each, and they pay 50 to 1 in a double. I'm going to have in the 2 singles each way, and I'm going to also have the each way double. If you want them, you know what to do. It's £10 of the realm, payable to myself by bank to bank, me to you, you to me, and then you email Anne. And the address, as always, is petersracingtips@gmail.com, and the bets will be fired back to you once they've been married up that you've paid, no problems whatsoever. So there's 2 Kempton hot shots, around about 6 or 7 to 1. They pay 5-0 blind 50 to 1, bullseye for the double, and I can tell you I expect to hit the target, no problems at all. We've got the darts going on at the moment down the alley pally, but I'm after 2 bullseyes at Kempton Park, and I won't settle for anything less, I can tell you that. So after a 50 to 1 double yesterday, succeeded with a Monday Madness, and a 16 to 1 winner, of course, in the one and only Lord Snooty, which was another big snowball, and a 14 to 1 snowball last Monday, and 7 to 2s, and onwards and onwards and onwards. 200 to 1 free treble on Monday. I've got 2 big uns for you, and they really are big uns. And if you want them, as I say, it's just £10 for the 2. And they run at Kempton Park tomorrow night, Wednesday night, and you can be on. And just pay the tenner by bank to bank in the normal fashion. I know most of you know what you're doing now. And then you just email Anne at petersracingtips and at gmail.com, and they'll be sent back to you. And you're up and running. You can back them both yourself, and singles and doubles, trebles, whatever you want to do. Put them with these, what I'm going to tell you now. Do anything you want with them. But I'm backing them both individual, them snowballs. They are my strongest possible bets. And I'm going to have the double as well. All right, so I wish you best of luck with those for Wednesday night. Now then, let's talk business on this free channel, shall we, where we're going to rock and roll. We hit a big 200 to 1 treble on Monday. Was it Monday? It was certainly New Year's Day. And certainly no bets yesterday on the channel, whilst there was a 50 to 1 double on the extra bets, Monday Madness. But I'm come back to give you free bets again now. And we do already have free bets running tonight, of course, from last night, if you know what I mean. It's all a bit, but essentially what I'm doing, it's probability and outcome. It's all mathematically driven. It's all done in that way. It's all about value, 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 and backing horses which are overpriced and should not be the price that I'm backing them at, or you're backing them at. And that's what's happening. I'm picking the right horses at the right price and we're cleaning up big time. And I've got 4 horses tomorrow, all big ones, 9s, 12s, 14s and 20s. They may not win, but they are good prices and they're value prices, and overall we do win. And that's the killer punch, isn't it? Probability and outcome. And you've seen what's been happening with the last 2 years on here. I've tipped over 1,000 winners, average price 7 to 1. And you've seen in December record-breaking profits, and we've already started this year in the same style. And it will just continue and continue and continue, because mathematics and science, maybe, but just a little bit of that, just a little bit of experience, like 50 years in the industry, and all the contacts and confidence I have, does the rest of the job done. And a little bit of magic thrown in. A little bit of Fanny Craddock magic there. Eh? Fanny Craddock. Fanny and Johnny used to live in Guernsey, you know. Fanny and Craddock. And the Crankies lived in Guernsey. Right, Crankies. Right, 6:30 at Kempton. First bet of the day, free of charge, coming up right now. It's a horse in the 6:30 at Kempton. The horse is number 8, Garden Gate, number 8, as they say. It's called King of Speed. King of Speed. It's a horse certainly that can win. It's trained by Mark Loughnane and ridden by his son Billy, who've done us some real big favours recently. They've rode a couple of winners for me where I've tipped. And I can tell you this could be another one, no question about that. So the horse is number 8. It's called King of Speed. And I think this horse is there to do the job, and it's got an outstanding chance, and there's a decent price, around about 9 to 1 to your money. And the horse, I was just searching for it there actually, a horse called City Escape on the 10th of December, was ridden by this young lad. And I can tell you, he rode a cracking race on it, Billy Loughnane, and when it bang off, it was 7 to 1 into, I think, 7 to 2 on a Saturday night from the same stable and same combination. And I'm hoping this can be the same result. It's number 8, King of Speed, and I say it goes in the 6:30 at Kempton Park, and that's tomorrow night. Remember, these are bets for Wednesday, the 4th of January. Right, that's the first bet of the day. Let's go back in time now and travel to the 12:50 at Newcastle, and then I'll give you a 14 to 1 and 20 to 1. The Kempton bet just then, King of Speed, is currently priced at 9 to 1, so pretty good price anyway. And this is a good way of having a lucky 15 probably, because any double is going to pay over 100 to 1, and any treble's 1,500 to 1. We're talking big bucks here. And remember, I hit a treble on Monday for you free of charge. So big chances these can happen. And even if they're all placed, it comes to an absolute fortune. Absolute fortune. I'll work that out now for you. For about 20, 30, a lot of money. Seriously. It's a marvellous chance. 4 horses all each way, 9 to 1, 12, 14 and 20. It's a wonderful chance. And they've all got wonderful chances. And don't think they can't win, because they can. So King of Speed, your first one in the 6:30 at KP, Kempton Park. The 12, I think it's the 12, I'll just have a look at this. 12:50, yes, the 12:50 at Newcastle. Newcastle's another terrific all-weather track for me. I've won a lot of money in the all-weather. I'm back in winners for fun, but the all-weather's been great for me. And yesterday, Joshua on the Monday Madness won at 7 to 1 on the all-weather at Newcastle. And this one's another one which has got an outstanding chance on the all-weather. The horse is number 11, legs 11. It's called We Still Believe, trained by a very promising young trainer, Ben Haslam. And Ben's got Tom Eves booked for this one. So it's not the first time he's rode it. He rode it a couple of 3 outings ago when he finished 4th at this track at 13 runners. And since then, the horse, the gelding, has come down in weights by £4 and runs off a real low mark now of 53. And in a 0 to 55 handicap, I think this horse has got an outstanding chance of going quite close. Last time out was on the 22nd of December. Previously, it hadn't ran since October and just needed the run to get himself a bit stuffy and needed to have a blowout, and he's cock on today, no problem at all. Spit spot, number 11, We Still Believe. Good chance. It's a good price as well, 12 to 1. Not so bad at all. Each way, I think it'll be there or thereabouts. 14 runs go to post, another cracking each way bet. A lot of the bookmakers paying first 4 on these events as well, so certainly very much to keep your eye on that one. Number 11, legs 11 there. We Still Believe in the 12:50 at Newcastle. Or Newcastle, which is it? I think it's Newcastle personally. We the lads. Right, the third bet of the day, the 3:30 at Hereford. I've got a nice big one here for you. 3:30 at Hereford is a 14 to 1 chance at the time of broadcasting. So another really, really nice price. And I'm going to finish off with a minute another one at Hereford, which is 20 to 1. So the big prices don't put me off. If you want to win a fortune, right, seriously, you've got to pick big price, haven't you? You know, if you want to win the lottery, you've got to have a go. So you have to pick big prices to hit the jackpot. You know, minimum double 100 to 1, minimum treble 1500 to 1. You get the lot, you get 30,000 to 1. Life-changing wins. Life-changing wins. We hit 3 out of 4 on Monday, 200 to 1. It weren't bad, was it? It only hit 3 out of 4. You hit the 4, you get the jackpot. And that's what we all want, isn't it? The 4 out of 4 jackpot. But you need 4 out of 4 at good prices. No good for 4, 6 to 4 pokes, is it? That's the poor way to the workhouse. You don't want to be doing that. Right, the big prices make big profits, and what you're getting with me, as you know, over and over again, is big price winners, combinations, and huge payouts. Right, go to the 330 at Hereford. Horse number 12 here is, I'm going to find it in a minute for you. It's called Carriglux. Funny name, isn't it? Carriglux. Could be Cary Grant, couldn't it? Carriglux. Trained by David Brace and ridden by Conan Brace. Now, there's a pair of braces. Now, come on. Number 12, Carriglux. Seriously, tongue-tied for the first time, running in a handicap for the first time. Huge price, 14 to 1. And I've got a feeling this has got a good chance. I've got more than a feeling. I know it's got a good chance. The price doesn't put me off. It's totally unexposed. It's in a very, very ordinary 0 to 115 hurdle at Hereford. They don't take all that winning, these horses. They're journeyman horses. But this one's unexposed after 3 jobs. It went off at 12s, 200 and 100. So it was never going to be sighted, but last time out it was sighted at 100 to 1. It finished 4th of 8, and that was at a meeting at Foss Lass. Now, I watched it that day on videotape, and I was quite pleased with it, to be honest with you. And this horse is, it's got forming point to points as well, so it's been carefully put together, this horse, and it's been taking its time with it. And I think the trainer stepping up in trip to 3 mile, I think it's 3 mile 2, isn't it? 3 mile 1.5 anyway, and that's going to really be a big advantage. It's stepping right up in trip, and I really could see this doing some damage here. It's only run over 2 miles, 2-2, and then 2.5. And for its handicap debut, after being 100 to 1 and 200 to 1 its last 2 outings, it's gone up to 3 mile, nearly 2. And it is bred to be a stayer, no question about that. So number 12, Carriglux, looks like it's got no chance. But if you look deeper and deeper, probability and outcome, it shouldn't be that sort of price. So number 12, Carriglux, 330 Hereford, is the third of these 4 bets to give you. And the final bet, I'm going back in time, as they say, back to the future, going to go back in time. Go to the 1 o'clock at Hereford, and there's a big one here, a 20 to 1. Well, they're all big ones, what I've given you. King of Speed, 9 to 1. We Still Believe, 12 to 1. Carriglux, 14 to 1. And this is the biggest one of the lot. And this one could pop up as well. I have no doubts about that. It's currently 20 to 1. That, for me, is astronomical price because it can win. I have no doubt about that. It can win. I'm going to give you the name of it now, but don't forget that 50 to 1 Snowball double, 2 singles, 6 and 7 to 1. Either one wins, you come out smelling the roses, and another hugely profitable day. Yesterday, everyone who paid the tenner got themselves a 50 to 1 double, and they've had 16 to 1s, 14 to 1s, and goodness knows how many others. So another big chance tomorrow night at Kempton on a 50 to 1 double, 2 singles, cross double, whatever you want to call it. Don't forget, pay a tenner, and when you've done it, email petersracingtips@gmail.com. The bets will be emailed back to you within moments, and you're all ready to rock and roll to the payout counter again. The final bet I'm going to give you now is number 10. Now then, it's called Unwanted Attention. Unwanted Attention, trained by a really shrewd guy, Ryan Potter, and ridden by Liam Harrison. Potter in Please Sir. Oh yes, I was a desert rat. No, this is Ryan Potter and Liam Harrison. They're combining to bring a horse who's very, very, very unexposed. I'm not saying this one's going to win, but believe me, it's got a big chance. It's got 4 noughts next to its name, and it can have a 1, and it's a big one. 20 to 1. And with all the people who follow my line, nearly 2,500, it could be backed off the boards, this, and could absolutely bolt in. Last week I gave you a winner at 20 to 1 into 9 to 4. Horse called Carbon King over in Ireland. This can win, and it's a big one. Double digit, 20 to 1 now. I wouldn't be surprised if it popped up at all. I really mean that. I would not be surprised whatsoever. If I would have been surprised, it wouldn't be on this channel for you, would it? 4 bets then: Unwanted Attention, Carry Flux, We Still Believe, and King of Speed. 4 belters. 4 belters. But my strongest 2 bets are at Kempton tomorrow night, and they pay a nifty 50 double. Bullseye. If you want them, it's a tenner. You know what to do. Bank to bank, me to you, you to me, over to Anne, and she'll send them you by writing. All you have to do then is write to petersratingtips@gmail.com. That's it for today. Good luck tonight at Wolver. Let's make some money.